Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TARDIS Zone. Hope to find you all very well. Hope you have had a good start to the weekend. I wish I could say the same, but unfortunately, a couple of people on Twitter have decided to come after me because I have defended Noel Clarke. Now, first of all, before I start this stream, I want to make it clear that I've invited the person in question on, and as of now, no response. And now I'm being told that they're getting people to try and report this stream. This isn't a stream to attack this person. This is a stream to lay out why I have decided to back Noel Clarke. Now, as I said, I've tried to invite this person on, and as of now, no response. So let's get into it. As you all know, Gobby Guy did a stream with John the White about this whole Noel Clarke situation. And then John appeared on my channel to further discuss what was going on. So I just want to show you this, and I just want to make clear to everybody, I don't want any people going onto his account whatsoever, because this is the excuse that he will want. He'll play the victim. So don't go anywhere near him. This isn't a hate video. This isn't me getting angry. As you could hear, I'm actually quite calm, right? But do not, and if I see anybody or hear that anybody has gone anywhere near his social media accounts, I will ban you permanently from this channel, okay? So none of that. Keep the chat clean too, please. Don't be slagging the person off either, okay? Keep it nice and clean, nice and calm, because that's the way I'm going to be about the whole situation. So I want to show you a screenshot. Now, as I said, William has a problem with me defending Noel Clarke. So much so that he wrote up a tweet yesterday. He retweeted me stream and said, imagine supporting Noel Clarke, blah, 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 right? The usual crap, right? So I responded in kind, and I says, well, if you want to believe an article, that's fine, fair enough, but don't be coming at me for wanting to defend an innocent man. But I want to show you this, because this proves to me that this guy hasn't even checked out John the White's article, right? He hasn't checked out John the White's article because he has this view of John the White. Do I agree with John the White's tactics all the time? No. People know that. I've made it very clear. But this isn't about John the White, as I told Billy. This isn't about John the White. This is about an innocent man who has been dragged through the media, right? Then has actually went and accessed the Freedom of Information Act and has found out that the article by The Guardian has holes in it like Swiss cheese. And that's just putting it lightly. But this was his response 13 hours ago. Noel, you are claiming we should listen to John the White. I don't see how you can say we should believe him and not 20 plus women. Look at the sort of stuff John has said. He's been accused of harassment by the current team. Nobody should be taking him seriously. It's false information. So, William, basically you haven't read John the White's article because you have this skewed view of John the White. So you're asking me, right? So what you're saying is, and you're telling your audience that we should listen to a newspaper, right? Now, again, I've come prepared this time, right? So I want to show you this, William, right? and maybe you should open your eyes, right? And that goes for the rest of you out there that are assuming Noel Clarke is guilty, right? So I'll put this up on the screen there so you can have a look at this, Billy, right? Along with all your supporters. And by the way, I just will say this, right? If you are telling people to report me channel, trust me, right? False reporting is according to YouTube is a very serious thing. So if you falsely report my channel, you're putting your own channel at risk. And I'm just giving you that warning. I shouldn't really have to give you a warning, but I'm giving you that warning because do you know what? You know, you might be a little bit of a pain in the ass, right? But you put good content out there. But don't be coming after me because I've decided after I originally thought he was guilty, but after reading the evidence, after listening to Noel Clarke, I've come to the conclusion that this guy is an innocent man, right? And to further actually compound that and to justify why I am defending Noel Clarke, listen to the horse's mouth himself, right? So I'll throw this up because, you know, so he says no investigation, no assessment, no complaints, no reports, facts. I waited to post this until it was confirmed by another 4 detectives. Right now, I played this clip yesterday in me stream. What happened there? Just go back. Sorry. It's me with me buttons. I'm not very good with technology, as you all know. Right, but let's play this video if I can. Why is my internet just decided to be dodgy here when I'm trying to actually, you know, educate someone here? Like, I mean, if you want, listen, William, like a lot of your generation, he is actually, you know, trial by social media, trial by media seems to be a thing with you guys, right? But for all of us old-fashioned fogies here, you know, the court of law, right? We respect the law. And if the law says that there are criminal activities to be answered for, right? I would believe the law before I believe a newspaper article written by 2 feminist journalists who seem to have an agenda, right? But listen with Billy, because you mightn't have went into Noel Clarke's Twitter account because you're so disgusted by him, right? So Billy, listen to this because this is important, my friend. And by the way, anybody can access the Information of Freedom Act, and you could do it yourself if you really wanted to, right? But you just want to shout into the void just like everybody else. Oh, Noel's guilty because 20 women came forward in a newspaper article. Oh,
I want you to remember what was said about me. You know, all these police things that were said about me, more people coming forward to the police, police are investigating this, that, and the other. And then eventually, you know, police have dropped the investigation due to insufficient evidence and all that sort of malarkey. I want you to remember all of that because it gives me crazy PTSD, but that's what was said. But, you know, there's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act. And when you do the Freedom of Information Act, you can request a right of access. So I requested my right of access, which is this bit of paper right here, and the email that comes with it. And basically, my right of access tells me in black and white from the Metropolitan Police that in my 40 plus years of life, there has never, ever been a complaint or police report made about me.
Right, did you hear that, Billy?
Way, shape, or form.
Billy, did you hear that?
No
I'll go back just in case you didn't hear that, right? Just in case you didn't hear that. And this goes to all of you people out there that are convinced that Noel Clarke is guilty. Listen to what he has said, right? Let's play it back there just so the people in the back, just in case they didn't hear.
Ever been a complaint?
Hold on, we move it back a little bit more there. Just here we go.
There has never, ever been a complaint or police report made about me. Ever, in any way, shape, or form. There's no documents found anywhere on the system where I am named as a person that's complained of or a suspect. So, interesting. So I guess now I was just so evil and manipulative that I did everything that was kind of just under the level of criminality. Or maybe maybe, and I'm just throwing it out there, maybe there's a bit of exaggeration and collusion and embellishment and bullshit. But hey, just saying, there are a lot of bad people in this business. I promise you, I was not one.
Now, Billy,
I want you to remember what was said about me.
all right. So there you go, right? No police report was made by any of these people that featured in the Guardian article. Not one person went to the police. Not one investigation was done as the media had speculated, right? The media had said that the police were investigating Noel Clarke. Noel Clarke is just telling you there that he hasn't been investigated. And as I said, right, this is stuff that the public can access themselves. And William, you could very easily access this, right? But you just want to melt off just like the rest because it's fashionable today, right? It's fashionable to go and cancel people based off what someone says in the media or on social media. I'm sorry, as I said, I'm a bit of an old-fashioned dude, and for me, the court of law, an investigation by the police, to me would be more. I would believe that more than I would a newspaper article written by two feminist journalists who do have an agenda, right? And the timing of this article as well has been put into question. Remember, he received his Lifetime BAFTA award, and then a few weeks later, that article dropped. It was they ruined his career deliberately, and that's exactly what has happened. And now people like yourself are going around and rehashing the same falsehoods. It's a witch hunt, exactly, JCW. It's a witch hunt, plain and simple. It's come out of the horse's mouth. This is information that I said that you can access, and all you other people out there can access. But you refuse to do so because you want to keep this narrative up that all men are evil, that they're this, that, and the other, and that isn't the case at all, right? Now, as I said, I would not have done this response video, right? Because I don't get involved in any of this anymore. But I'm not going to have William retweeting my tweets, my streams, and then the consequence of that, William, and I don't know how many times you have to be told, right? When you do something like that, you send drama my way, right? Because your little supporters can't keep their mouth shut and come after me, okay? All because you want to believe a newspaper article, and I'm sorry, right? It's not my fault that I'm more intelligent than you and I'm more streetwise than you, and I can actually tell a lie when I fucking see one, right? The bottom line is, as I said, the Freedom of Information Act is there for anybody to access. You could access this information, right? But you choose not to. There's Andrew. Hey, Andrew, long time no see. The guy that goes around bullying women offline. Welcome to the TARDIS zone. Welcome. But this is William now, right? So William has retweeted. Oh, Noel is talking bad about me. It's a toxic stream. Have a takedown. Remember, if anything happens this stream, it happens my channel, William. There's going to be serious consequences for you because I'll be going and getting this sorted out legally if I have to, right? You're not going to get away with false flagging or false reporting this stream because I'm calling you out for something you did in the first place, right? You made an agreement with me. You were talking to Lee and others, and you made an agreement that you would back off and you wouldn't discuss me whatsoever. And that part of that deal is that if you didn't discuss me, I would keep out of your business. But you decided to stick your nose in my business yesterday when I did that stream defending an innocent man, and he is an innocent man. Be under no illusion, Noel Clarke is an innocent man, right? The Freedom of Information Act puts all of this story in The Guardian up in the air, whether you like it or not. And the fact, and I know you haven't read John the White's article. And I know most of you out there haven't read John Dwight's article, right? But if you actually read it and listen to what's being said, you will see that there are holes in all of these stories. Okay? And again, I would ask the question, why did these so-called or these alleged victims go to the newspaper and not go to the police? Because as I said, not one report was filed by the police. So why didn't they go to the police? Why are they going to the media? Right? You don't go to the media if you've been SA, which is not what that means. I can't use the word because we have to be very careful, right? On stream. But that's the point, right? He hasn't done. Why are they going to the police? Why are they going to the police, I should say? Not one of them has gone to the police. So explain that one. Try and explain that one. Go on. Right? They had no problem going to the media, right? But they didn't go to the police, who they should be going to, right? They shouldn't be going to the media. Media have no business investigating this. The media have no business jumping to conclusions, right? That is what the law of the land is for. That's their job. That's their job to find out if a crime was committed. Okay? Now, as I said, the Freedom of Information Act is there. Not one report has been filed. Not a single investigation. Right? And you're telling me that I should believe 20-odd women because 20-odd women came forward. And I hear this comment as well, there's no smoke without fire. Have you ever thought that maybe that the person that's central to this, which we've talked about on this stream and it was spoke about on Gobby Guy's stream, that there might be a personal vendetta going on because someone was slighted by Noel because he happened to sack them and because he owed someone money. And then all of a sudden then this person was going and telling other women that are alleged victims that Noel Clarke had videos of them and all of this. And again, here's another thing, right? In this day and age of technology, right? Even if you delete a video, there's an imprint there, right? There's always evidence that there was a video there, right? So the police, if they investigated him, could take his computers, could take his phone, right? You seen with the Johnny Depp trial, they got 10 years of 10 years of messages, right? So if this video does indeed exist, right, the main person in this whole jigsaw puzzle is the one that's seen the video. Well, why hasn't she released the video? Why hasn't she released the video? Why haven't we seen screenshots or a censored version of the video? We see all the videos of Hunter Biden off his laptop. We've seen celebrities were all hacked a few years back. All of their naked photographs were thrown up online. So I'm sorry. This story in The Guardian just doesn't hold up. And if you have a problem with me coming out and questioning that, I don't care. But don't be coming after me. Don't be coming after me, because at the end of the day, right, I'm entitled to talk about what I want, just like you're entitled to talk about the rubbish that you talk about. Like, for example, the 7 million views for Doctor Who Flux that you claim that Doctor Who Flux got. Funny thing is, I've actually tried to find those figures, and I can't find those figures, so I don't know where you're getting 7 million from. But still, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care. You can. That's your business. But you don't see me interfering in your business or retweeting you or retweeting your videos. I have no interest in you whatsoever, but you seem to have this bit of a, I don't know what it is, but you've always had a problem with what I've had to say. And, you're coming across as very petty. At the end of the day, as I said, Noel Clarke, as far as I'm concerned, after reading all the evidence that John White has presented, including the video where Noel Clarke says that there was been 0 investigations done, I've come to the conclusion that this is a case just like the Johnny Depp situation, where an innocent man has been dragged through the media because some woman out there had the hump with him. Simple as that. And if you have a problem with me saying that, I honestly don't care. That's what I believe. So I'm going to report on that. Okay? Now, As I said, you spoke to Lee and you told Lee that you were going to back off, right? You made all of these promises to him and you've broke them all. So don't expect me to sit back now and stay silent anytime you talk, right? Or start talking rubbish, right? Because you started this, right? I didn't want this. I was moving on, minding my own business, doing my own thing, and you decided to interfere in my business. So I'm going to interfere in yours. Simple as that. And if you have a problem with that, don't be going around playing the victim on Twitter. You started this. You started this. Because you just can't accept that there might be a different side to the story. If, as I said, if all you little gobshites out there want to believe a newspaper article, right, without actually evidence, because it's all hearsay. Oh, he said, she said, he said this and she said that. If you want to believe that, that's absolutely fine. But don't be coming after me because I've decided, John White and others out there have decided to actually explore this and to present what has been found and stuff, right? Don't be coming after me. I'm entitled to do whatever I want, right? Okay? It's as simple as that. Just like you're entitled to do your little shitty videos. All right? And I seen your latest rumour video. By the way, the David Tennant rumour, that was my rumour. And the fact that you don't actually give me credit, and you know, you're watching my channel. You've been watching my channel and you've been watching my streams and you know exactly what I've said about rumours. Classic doctors, I said that for the centenary. New Who doctors, I said that for the 60th. I said David Tennant was returning before anybody else ever did. I also said that RTD was returning before anybody else did. I also said Jodie Whittaker was leaving before anybody else did. But yeah, you'll report on all of that and you'll say some YouTuber out there has said that, but you won't mention me. You know it's my stuff. Don't be actually robbing me information either, by the way. You give me credit for what I've put out there. I'm the one that spoke about all of this, just like the new companion, Rose Ailing Ellis, right? I was the first one to report that. So when that does come true, remember to give me the credit for it, right? Yous are all very, do you know what? I know yous all hate me, right? That's fine, fair enough. I don't really give a shit about that anymore, to be quite honest with you. But the fact that yous never give me the credit where I should get it. And by the way, on this situation here with Noel Clarke, me, Gobby Guy, John the White, and everybody else believes he's innocent. And if you have a problem with that, as I said, I don't really care. But don't be coming at me. Don't be retweeting me tweets because you're sending drama my way. See, you don't realize this is why I decided to do this stream. Because as soon as you retweeted that, I had dickheads that are on your social media account coming to me, sending me messages and stuff. That's all down to you. Right? So stop retweeting me. Because if you continue to do so, I'm going to continue to do it as well. And trust me, there's only going to be one winner in this. And it's not you. And this is not me being big-headed. There is, you will not win this situation. Right? Many have come and tried to put me in my place, as they say, and you have all failed. You're not going to shut me up. I'm going to continue to cover this story, right? And if any more evidence comes to light, I will cover it, right? And if you have a problem with that, I suggest you stick to your own business, mind your own business about what I do, and just get on with it. Because if I see another incident where you're calling me out or you're trying to get people to take down my stream as is being suggested, and if anything does happen this stream, I will be suing your ass. And I'm not messing. By the way, I'm going to make this clear. I will sue your ass for everything you got, right? If anything happens to this channel. This is not a hate video. This isn't a video that's getting people to go to you. I've made it clear that anybody goes to you, they're permanently banned from this channel, right? I don't want any of that, right? But I'm not going to tolerate your nonsense anymore. So this is the deal. You back off now. You shut your mouth about what I do. You do your own thing and mind your own business. But if you continue to stick your nose in my business, I will continue to stick my nose in your business. It's as simple as that, right? And I will, if anything happens to my channel, right? Because this isn't a hate, and I will appeal it, by the way, even if you do manage to get YouTube to to look at the stream. I will appeal it. I will win, and then I'm coming after you with a solicitor. And you think I'm messing this time? I ain't messing. I ain't messing. I will come after you all. Right? I'll come after you all with a solicitor. Just want to make that clear, just in case people are saying that I'm bullying. I will come after you all with the law. Okay? Everything that I have at my disposal. So just keep out of my business and I'll keep out of yours. Yeah? And don't be... and here's the thing. I would suggest that the whole lot of you read what John the White has actually put up. And again, I'll make clear, do I always agree with John the White's tactics? No, I've actually called him out publicly. He knows that. But this wasn't about John the White, right? And even here's the thing, right? 2 weeks ago, me and him had a big blow up on my channel and I threw him off, right? But I put that all aside, right, to bring him on because this was more important. This wasn't about John White. But I love the fact that you're distracting. You're distracting. I'm reported. I don't care, Alex. Report me all you want. You're false reporting anyway. And if you have a channel, your channel's in trouble now. Right? So keep false reporting. YouTube actually say a false reporting is actually, can get your channel taken. So if you have a channel with subs, you've just put that in jeopardy. I'm just letting you know. So report away. Report away. As I said, if anything happens this stream, William, be prepared because you started this. Exactly. It does violate terms and conditions. And I don't even know what you're reporting because this isn't a hate stream. I'm not calling William any names. I'm just trying to explain to him that I can report on whatever I want to report on, and it's none of his business what I do with my channel, but he seems to want to stick his nose in and have an opinion on what I'm talking about, right? It's none of his business. I don't care. As I said, if you believe a newspaper article, right, even though Noel Clarke has put up a video, accessed the Freedom of Information Act and said that not one investigation was done. Not one person that was in that newspaper article went to the police, right? So you still believe the article even though all of that information is public. Well, then that just goes to show me, right? That just goes to show me that you all have an agenda and you don't care about the truth, right? You are all in favor of this cancel culture, right, through media and social media. Nobody, and I'm going to say this actually, nobody should be cancelled. Nobody, right? Because it's not right. It's not right, okay? Nobody should be cancelled. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're living in an age where people's careers can be lost by just someone writing an article, right? We've seen it with Johnny Depp. We've seen what happened there. And I don't care whether you believe Amber is the victim here. You probably do as well, William, on Amber. You probably think she is a victim. She ain't. Johnny Depp was the victim. But you see, we're living in an age where cancel culture through social media and media is a thing. And as far as I'm concerned, as I said, I'm an old-fashioned fellow. The law of the land, to me, is important. And when they do their investigation, then obviously we would know the truth. But as I said, no investigation has ever been done. Now, if you want to dismiss that, and as I said, you can actually access the Freedom of Information Act, but I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't read John the White's investigation either. For the simple fact is that you've planted your flag and you're not going to back down from it. And as I said, that's exactly it. We need to take a stand now because this is getting out of hand. These people's lives are being messed with. Exactly. And this is why I'm taking a stand on this stream as well. And I don't care, William, if you don't like the fact that I've come on and I've done a stream to call you out. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have come after me. I told you to leave me alone. I told you, you made an agreement to stay away and not to be not to be interfering in my business, but you've decided to interfere in my business. And I'm not having it. And you're being called out. And that goes for the rest of you out there that support William's stance, right? I'll call you all out. It's as simple as that. I'm done messing around. I just want to let everybody know, just because I've been a lot more calmer over this last year and a half, people have think that I've lost me edge and that, you know, that I've gone too soft. Be under no illusion. I might be calmer and stuff, right? The last 5 years have hardened me, right? So none of this bull that's going on now online actually bothers me. But be under no illusion, you come after me, well, I'm going to do what I always do. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed whatsoever. So be under no illusion. I may have been quiet for the last year and a half, but you have woken up a sleeping giant. You've poked me now. You wanted a response. You've got your response now. And I'm just going to let you know that the more you keep coming after me, then I'm going to be there with a response every time. Do you know what? Everybody else has had the cop on your side of the fandom to keep well away from me. But you seem to be different. And you think that you come at me. You can't. And as I said, if you want to do this, you want to dance, let's dance. Because I'll tell you what, as I said, this won't end happily for you. Right? Don't put your channel at risk for coming after me for defending someone that's an innocent man. So back off. Mind your own business, what I do. And then we won't have a problem. And again, just because I see a lot of people have entered the chat there and are watching. So I just want to put this video back up again, right? Because you all need to listen very carefully to what's being said here. Right, so we'll throw this video up again. Because as I said, you know, I'm not messing around with anybody anymore. If you want to cancel someone because of a stupid newspaper article, then that's on you. But for the rest of us, you know, we believe in the law, the system that is in place. And as I said, as Noel Clarke has mentioned, not one investigation, not one person that was in that newspaper article went to the police. So here we go again, from the horse's mouth himself. Again, listen very carefully to what Noel Clarke is saying here, right? Because if you got some Freedom of Information Act, right? Oh, what's happening here? So, I don't know. Hold on. No, Clarke, hold on. Maybe there's a bit of jealousy because you're seeing Noel and Sophia, you know, actually talk to me online. Maybe that's rubbed you up the wrong way. Or when John Barrowman retweeted me, maybe it does rub you up the wrong way because I seem to be getting a bit of attention off people that used to work on the show and you are jealous. You know, jealousy can do weird things, but that's what I see it as. But anyway, here we go. I've got this. I've got it now. The system isn't 100% correct, but it is far more reliable than Twitter. Well, it's far more reliable than the media, right? We shouldn't listen. All of this cancel culture happening through journalists as well. By the way, we'll just forget about William for a second here. Let's talk about the journalists responsible for this. Those journalists responsible for this article should be held to account now, especially after Noel Clarke came out and said what you are about to hear. Those journalists should be held responsible. So for anybody out there in the back that can't hear and can't read I'll read this to you. No investigation, no assessment, no complaints, no reports. Facts. I waited to post this until it was confirmed by another 4 detectives. So he even has 4 detectives backing him up on this. Now, as you know, Noel Clarke can't say too much because he's in the process of suing BAFTA's ass, and fair play. He should sue them. And he's going to go after The Guardian as well, and he should sue them as well, and he should sue BAFTA, he should sue everybody. And people like yourself, William, you know, you just want to be very careful. You're all going around slandering Noel Clarke. You think he's not going to do anything about that either, especially as he's an innocent man. But anyway, listen to what Noel Clarke said again. And as I said, I played this at the start, and I'm going to play it again.
I want you to remember what was said about me. You know, all these police things that were said about me, more people coming forward to the police, police are investigating this, that, and the other. And then eventually, you know, police have dropped the investigation due to insufficient evidence and all that sort of malarkey. I want you to remember all of that because it gives me crazy PTSD, but that's what was said. But, you know, there's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act. And when you do the Freedom of Information Act, you can request a right of access. So I requested my right of access, which is this bit of paper right here, and the email that comes with it. And basically, my right of access tells me in black and white from the Metropolitan Police that in my 40-odd years, 40-plus years of life, there has never, ever been a complaint or police report made about me.
Now, there has never, ever been a police report made about Noel. Now, he has the piece of paper in his hand there, right? Black and white, as he said. Now, if you want to dismiss that, William, and everybody else out there, that's fine. But he has accessed the Freedom of Information Act, and he has got the information on himself. And it will tell you, it tells you everything. It even tells you, you know, you can find out what someone's favorite food feckin' is. You know, when they go to the toilet. Yeah? This, again, listen to what he says.
Been a complaint or police report made about me. Ever. Plus years, 40-plus years of life, there has never, ever been a complaint or police report made about me. Ever. In any way, shape, or form.
There you go. Never, ever, ever, right? So those 20 odd alleged victims went to the Guardian newspaper, but they didn't go to the police. And this is the point, and the fundamental point here. Why did they go to the Guardian newspaper and not go to the police? And even if the Guardian journalists did approach them, they should have said no and said, no, we're going to the police to report this. Right? Now, I know what your response would probably be. Well, the police probably wouldn't believe them, so they went to the media to get their stories out. Right? But see, that's the thing. They can't go and get their stories out that way because you're not giving Noel, right, the opportunity or the right to defend himself properly, right? You put him on the back foot straight away with that article. There's nothing he could do. It's out there in the public domain. And by the way, William, people like yourself have nearly drove this man to suicide because he's their constant hate. I just want you to know that he was actually going to end it all if it hadn't have been for his son, his kids. So this is the consequence of you believing a newspaper article over the Freedom of Information Act, over 4 detectives.
Anywhere on the system where I am named as a person that's complained of or a suspect. So, interesting. So I guess now I was just so evil and manipulative that I did everything that was kind of just under the level of criminality. Or maybe, and I'm just throwing it out there, maybe it was a bit of exaggeration and collusion and embellishment and bullshit. But hey, just saying, there are a lot of bad people in this business. I promise you, I was not one. Oh, I want.
Now, as he has said, was he a bit tough on set? Absolutely, right? He produces some of his own stuff and puts his own money into it. So of course he's going to be. We've seen Christian Bale and we've seen Tom Cruise have rants on set, right? Because people have been messing up and they want things done right. Noel Clarke was probably the same because it was his own production company and his own money. So yes, he has a lot to lose. Was he an asshole to some people out there? Probably. But does that mean that he's guilty of all of this other stuff that he's been accused of? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is the whole point, right? So I don't know where we go from here with society, but all I'll just say is that, you know, this whole cancel culture through social media and media needs to stop straight away. Because whether you like it or not, William, innocent men, innocent women are being caught in the crossfire and are being accused wrongly. Okay? And that does happen, William. You know, people do get accused of stuff that are false. Just like you accused me and all the other fans on your side accused me of being homophobic, racist, and all of that. Not true. Not true. But it's like what you like to do. You like to slander people out there, call them bad names to try and discredit someone because you don't like their opinion. Now, the facts are there. If you don't want to read John the White's article, that's fine, fair enough. But as far as I'm concerned, you're letting your personal prejudice get in the way. Because if you actually read the article, and I suggest to the other people that are watching, that are listening to me right now, that are William Hill supporters, because I know you are, because, you know, 33 people watching, I would suggest that you do read that article. Right? And no justice for Noel Clarke up yours. Andrew, here's the thing, mate. You wouldn't have the balls to say that to me face. Yeah? So I suggest you run with the tail between your legs and feck off out of this chat. Okay? Because you're a bully. Right? You've gone around and harassed women in this fandom. You also supported Tom Vance, who was a sex pest, who was actually sending inappropriate text messages to female fans in this fandom, right? Who were lesbian, by the way, who weren't even straight, but he was sending inappropriate messages. You supported that guy, and you dog whistled that guy when he was abusing me and others. So don't be coming in here with no justice for Noel Clarke. Noel Clarke deserves the justice. And here's the thing, mate, right? If you want to believe the media, as I said, be a dumb fuck and believe the media, right? But I choose not to, okay? So, listen, you know, as I said, I tell you what, come on here, Andrew. And Billy, if you're here as well in the chat, which I suspect that you are, right, you'll be treated with respect. Come on to the channel. Come on to the channel. Say your piece. Come on and tell me why I'm wrong. Here's your opportunity right now. Come on and tell me why I'm wrong. And why I should believe an article written by The Guardian by two feminist journalists. Come on. Come on. The invite is there. Come on. Send me your email. Come on, and I'll bring you on. No problem. No problem. You think I give a crap? So you gotta come on. You're a big man in the chat there, Andrew. Come on. Come on and face me. Talk to me. Right? Because you're all great hiding behind your avatars on Twitter, aren't you? Come on. Everybody can hear him. I'm inviting you all on. William, come on. Mr. Tardis as well. Anybody that's ever had an issue with me, all come on to the channel. Come on. You are invited on. No? Be quiet. Are you quiet now? You quiet now, Andrew? Do you want to come on? Because if you're going to talk shite in the chat, come on and talk shite to me. Come on. Oh, you booted him out, did you? Okay. Of course he'll make another account. But that goes to you, William, because I know you're watching. Come on. Come on. You'll be treated with respect. You'll be treated like any of my other guests. Come on and tell me why I'm wrong for defending Noel Clarke. Seriously. Come on and tell me why I'm wrong about it. If you're so convinced that Noel Clarke is guilty, and I'll say this to the rest of you out there as well, and this is an invite, right? Maybe not tonight, maybe during the week when you want to, right? But the invite is there. You guys come on and tell me why I'm wrong for not believing a newspaper article over actual evidence. Come on and back yourself. If you are on the right side of history and you believe that Noel Clarke is guilty, well then come on and actually fight that side of the argument. If not, if you're not going to put up, I suggest you shut up. Okay? So come on, because here's the thing, a lot of people have said on the other side of the community, oh, Noel's afraid to bring these people on. Noel wouldn't bring these people on because these people would embarrass Noel and all of this. I've invited these people on for years. So I'm making it public again. William, you want to back your side up? Come on and talk to me about it. As I said, you'll be treated with respect. You'll be treated the same way as every other guest is treated on this channel. Same with you, Andrew, and all you other little muppets out there that believe a newspaper article. Fight your corner. Fight your corner. Stick with your convictions and come on and tell me why I'm wrong. Right? And tell me why I'm wrong. No, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell what? Tell your wife why she's wrong. Yeah, whatever that means. So, as I said, the offer is there. The offer is there. So, William, if you want to come on next week or whatever to give your side of the argument, fair enough. You're more than welcome to come on and tell me why I'm wrong about Noel Clarke. And then I'll tell you why you're wrong. Okay? So the invite is there. So remember, folks, if this guy runs and hides, the invite is there. Andrew, no, you've been kicked off the chat because the wife was sick and tired of you. But if you want to come on as well, you're more than welcome to come on. I suggest that you all unblock me and come and talk to me. Right? If not, as I said, if you're not gonna put up, then shut up. Okay? As I said, they're all big men on their Twitter accounts behind their little computers, right? But they won't actually come on this channel, right? They won't come on because, as Lee has said, all you are is a bunch of cowards. So the invite is here. I know you're watching, William. Come on. Seriously, come on. You'll be treated, I swear to good God, you'll be treated with respect, right? I'm not here to, you've actually, you started this, so be the man. Come on, talk to me. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm on the wrong side of history and I shouldn't be defending Noel Clarke. Because as I said, if you're not going to, then I suggest you shut up talking about what I do on my channel. So the invite is there. Anyway, let's see. We've got a few members in the chat. So we have to give them a shout out. It's part of YouTube's policy. So we've got the memory in the chat. We've got Problem Being also in the chat. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. TARDIS Spider all the way from the Gulf Coast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else have we got as a member? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The classic 80s fanboy is also in the chat as well. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Just want to make sure I haven't forgotten any other members. It doesn't look like I have. But oh, is he there? Is he? Where? I don't see him in the chat. All right. Apparently Daniel's in the chat, but I can't actually fucking see any of his messages. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah. We got Daniel in the chat as well. Scottish Davers and Friends wrestle with pop culture. We got Lord Gobby Guy. who also did a wonderful stream. Again, you know, it's funny. It's funny how William has targeted me. See, as I said, everybody in this fandom thinks I've gone soft because I've calmed down a little bit. But trust me, I'm still as vicious as I ever was. It's just I pick and choose me battles now. But you've chosen to pick on me, so I've chosen to respond. So as I said, back yourself up, come onto this stream and talk to me like a civilized human being and tell me why I'm wrong. And that goes for any other person out there who has a problem with me defending Noel Clarke. And I will read this out from Teddy Terrier Tales, which happens to be my wife. She says, please, Andrew and William, please tell me why I'm wrong for defending Noel Clarke. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Cheryl has told her story on this channel. I won't go into details, but let's just say what Noel Clarke has been accused of actually happened to my wife. Okay? So she believes Noel Clarke. She believes Johnny Depp. But she's a victim. She could see the lies. Right? And do you know what swung her for her? The Freedom of Information Act, because you can't falsify that. That's the thing. This is the thing that these accounts out there don't understand. The Freedom of Information Act has actually backed up Noel Clarke and has actually dismissed the claims of the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper claimed that victims went to the police and the police investigated them. He has shown and has said, well, he hasn't shown yet because he can't show yet because he's in the middle of a court case, but he has come out and said that he has the piece of paper there and it shows him that there was zero investigation and not one person that was featured in that article went to the police. And Cheryl has her police report as well, right? So.
Did they do anything? No. But do I have a report? Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, I just want to thank you for kind of snapping me out of me little calmness buzz for a while, because, you know, people were starting to think that I'd lost me touch. But thanks to you, I'm back reared and I'm ready to go. And again, if you just want to start up all this nonsense again, feel free to do so. But as I said, you know, any consequence to this stream and happens this stream because you've went and you told people to falsely report it, I will be making sure that your channel is reported too, and I'll make sure that your Twitter account is reported for harassment. Now, if you wanna go down this route, that's fine, fair enough. But as I said, if you're willing to come on here and talk, and as I said to anybody else out there, the offer is open. Tell me why I'm wrong. Let me see. He literally has a piece of paper. All these keyboard warriors too ignorant to see. Where is it? There was no crime committed. Exactly.
Give Wolves a special shout out because Wolves was not entirely on board at the beginning, yet has been respectful and had discussions with everyone in the chat and has been an actual delight to have in there.
Who?
Wolves. Wolves has been open to this discussion and respectful the entire time.
Well, that's nice to see. Look, at the end of the day, right, did I want to come on here and do this stream? Absolutely not. But I'm not going to have someone drag me name through Twitter again, through the mud, right? Because and here's the thing that you people need to understand. Originally, I thought Noel Clarke was guilty of sin, right? I even did a video on it, right? Now, when everything started pieced together and the police said that there was no investigation to be had and then all the other stuff start coming out, I actually then saw that I was wrong in my assessment. I took down that video and I publicly apologised to Noel Clarke. Right? So yes, William, I was like you. I believed the media before I let the law do their investigation. And that's a mistake that I will not make ever again. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case has shown me that there is a possibility that some people may or can lie. Right? It's a possibility. I'm not saying all alleged victims are lying. I want to make that clear. Right? But we have seen over the last few years that some people have been dragged through the mud and it turns out they were innocent all along. This is why I'm not in favour of cancel culture through social media and the media. You've got to let the police do their investigations and let the law of the land do what it needs to do. And as I said, he's accessed the Freedom of Information Act. He can't say much right now because he's suing the hell out of BAFTA and The Guardian. But as soon as that case comes forward, the evidence will be seen for you all. And then what are you going to do then, William, when it turns out that he is actually an innocent man? And to all you guys out there, are you going to apologise? Because you nearly drove this man to suicide. I just want you to realise that when you go and call Noel Clarke the names that you've called him, that you're literally pushing a fellow human being to the brink of wanting to end their life. So, you know, that would be something I wouldn't be proud of, driving someone to suicide. So I'd be very careful before you start, you know, reporting on falsehoods when, as I said, the Freedom of Information Act has proved that none of this that was claimed in The Guardian happened. There was no investigation and none of these people, alleged victims, went to the police. So explain that one to me though. See, none of you have been able to explain that one, why they didn't go to the police and why they still haven't gone to the police, because he's only done that Freedom of Information thing only recently. So since the newspaper article has dropped, basically, nobody has still come forward because it'd be part of that Freedom of Information Act. It would actually tell when the date, the time that people went in and reported them. But even after the newspaper article that suggests that there's 20 plus alleged victims, not one of them has went to the police even after the article has dropped, which is something that we actually never brought up in the two videos that I'm bringing up right now, right? Even after the fact, right? Not one person has come forward and went to the police. So explain that one. It's not defamation, it's character assassination to continue to accuse Noel Clarke. Exactly, real super doctor. Because it's obvious that no crime was truly committed. Exactly. But if William wants to believe the media, you know, this seems to be a new thing now. The media tell the truth about everything, by the way, folks. The media have never told the truth about everything, right? They always package and run their news stories a certain way. We've seen over the years where they've shown pictures of people, apparently thousands of people turning up for a march, and then someone's taking an aerial view and there's about 500 people there. It's the way they frame everything, right? I don't trust the media. Cheryl will tell you I haven't trusted the media in years. I don't trust them because they all have an agenda. The people that work for the media, they're all propagandists, right? They all have their own ideology and they base their views off that, right? Reporters and journalists don't actually do journalism anymore, right? I wouldn't call any of those people out there that work for newspapers journalists. Look at them all, especially these two women that did this article. They're feminists. They hate men. They're feminists, right? And not all feminists hate men, by the way. right? Or we'll call them radical feminists, right? Because we'll distinguish, right? So they're radical feminists, right? They've got a man-hating agenda. Look at all the articles, right? They've got a clear agenda, right? And they've got a skewed view because they view something a certain way. They're not open to looking at all sides of a story. They follow the trail because of their beliefs and what they want to achieve. So we're going to finish up now because this is a problem now. Idiots believe the media views. Then this is what spawned the New Who media. Yeah, as I said, they're all the same. He is taking them all to the cleaners. He said that he's suing them all. Look at all of this will come out, right? And the central figure that's involved in all of this, she's going to face some serious questions because she has gone to some women and told them that Noel has video and this, that, and the other, right? And these other alleged victims have never seen anything of the sort. So there's one central figure in all of this that's like weaving this spider web. And this person was actually apparently was owed money by Noel Clarke, and there was a dispute, and then she stopped working for Noel Clarke, whether he fired her or whatever. I think she was fired or whatever. And to be quite honest with you, to me it sounds like that this woman has a personal vendetta and has tried, because of this Me Too movement, you know, she thought she'd rally a couple of people, tell a couple of women, oh, listen, Noel has naked photographs of you. Noel has this video of you. I've seen it, but I can't show you because I don't have it. So it's word of mouth. It's hearsay. Anyway. I'm pretty sure I'll get a report off YouTube later on telling me that my video hasn't violated Twitter's terms and conditions, because, see, the one thing that these people don't realize is that I'm actually very smart. And, you know, you have tried to report videos in the past, but the thing about it is I stay within the guidelines all the time. Like, I might be, you know, some of you might think that I'm very raw and toxic with my opinions, but the thing about it is I never break YouTube's terms and conditions. So good luck with that anyway. And as I said, if anything does happen this stream and my channel, I know who to blame, because you've been going and tweeting on Twitter, and I'll be getting my solicitor involved, and I will sort this out once and for all. So as I said, you either shut up or put up, come onto this channel and tell me why I'm wrong, or you stop, just mind your own business, right? I'll do whatever I want to do on this channel, and if I want to defend Noel Clarke, I will defend Noel Clarke. If I want to come out and criticize this era of Doctor Who, I will come out and criticize this era of Doctor Who. If I want to praise the Pope, I will praise the Pope. If I want to fucking talk about anything, right, I'm entitled to do what I want to do on my channel. And if you have a problem with that, I suggest you don't watch. Because the one thing that is very evident, William, is that even though, you know, you shit talk me and all of this, you're watching my streams. You're taking my information on Doctor Who rumors and you're repackaging them, and you're claiming that you're getting this information, or it's another YouTuber. You're taking my information. You've been doing it for the last, 2 or 3 years now at this stage. You've done it before in the past, and you continue to do it, right? And I've kind of relatively kept my mouth shut about it, because, you know, what can I really do? You know, it would be nice if I was mentioned when you're talking about these Doctor Who rumors, but you won't, because you don't want to send anybody to my channel, because you have this opinion of me and this hatred of me, which is unjust, because I was not afraid to come out and give my opinions on how bad I thought this era was. And I don't care if you love Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill, and I don't care if you love Tasman and you love The Timeless Child and all the other nonsense that they done, right? Fair play to you. I didn't like any of it, and I'm entitled to fucking talk about it. So from now, listen, you made Lee that promise that you back off. You've got the opportunity now to actually back off now. And if I see any more nonsense from you, you'll be called out again. And I don't give a crap. You want to bring it on? Let's bring it on. As I said, the invite is there for you to come on. But I suspect, just like Andrew, you're a bit of a chicken and you won't come on. Right? You won't even back up your own bullshit. That's the thing. You won't even back up your own arguments. Right? And you're probably on Twitter now, writing away, screaming about me. Right? But you won't back up your own. You won't come on here and back up your nonsense. Right? William promised to bring me on his channel. Guess what? Yeah, he was never going to bring you on, Lee. It was all bullshit. As soon as he's put under pressure from the others. Remember, a couple of years ago, there was an opportunity where William and yourself backstage, everything was going well. But as soon as a bit of pressure was put on him, oh, don't talk to the tardy zone. Don't talk to problem being. What did he do? He stabbed you in the back straight away. Don't listen to anything that comes out of that chap's mouth, right? He makes promises all the time, just like a lot of them out there. Oh, I won't interfere in anybody's business, but interferes. False accusers can be sued for damages. Well, listen, let them keep doing what they do, right? Because as soon as Noel Clarke sues the ass off The Guardian and BAFTA, wait, you see all these accounts panicking and taking down all their tweets. But you know what? Here's the thing. We've got receipts because a lot of people have been screenshotting all user tweets. So he's ain't getting away with this. So even if you try to change the narrative later on when it turns out he is innocent and it proves that he is innocent, and then he's all come out and then he's claimed, oh, we believed them in the fourth place. We've got receipts. We've got receipts. Every slanderous thing that all you idiots have written has been screenshotted. And when Noel does go and sue the asses off these, we will be sending him those screenshots so he can actually then go at the process of having his accounts removed or having those tweets removed. Right? People out there have receipts. So good luck with that. Oh, I tell you, I can't wait for all of this to hit the fan. Because yous are all in trouble. Yous are in trouble anyway. The Freedom of Information Act proves he's an innocent man and yous are still going around and slandering him. So yous are in trouble anyway. And, you know, some people have said, oh, don't be giving them a warning. No, I'm not that bad. Yeah, I'm actually trying to help yous here. You know, if I were yous, I would delete yous or tweets because yous are setting yourselves up to get into trouble. Because trust me, once Noel can speak and once Noel's case is brought forward, then you guys are in an awful lot of trouble because yous all spread falsehoods. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. But as I said, that invite is there for any little gobshite that doesn't agree with what I've had to say about Noel Clarke. If you have the balls to come on, as I said, you'll be treated with respect, just like all me other, but back yourself up. And if you're not willing to back up what you're talking about on Twitter or whatever, then as I said, if you're not going to put up, it's time to shut up. Simple as that. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to leave now because I have some chicken on in the oven. And I'm going to eat that now. And yeah. A bit weird telling you about me chicken, but there you go. But yeah, I'm going off to have some food. But listen, to everybody else out there, I want to make clear, right? I made this clear at the start of the stream. I'm going to make it clear again. Now, I'm not responsible for any bot accounts out there. So if people on your side pretend to be someone on their side and set up bot accounts to harass you, don't blame me. I've made it very clear here on this channel. If I see any of my members or any of my subscribers go into William's Twitter and giving him abuse or stick, you will be permanently banned from this channel. Okay? This is not a stream to target him. This is a stream because he decided to go and talk shit about me and to highlight the fact that I was defending Noel Clarke. And because of that, drama was sent my way. And as I said, I'm not here for the drama, but I felt like I had to respond to William because he's keeping it up and he just won't stop. As I said, William, if you want to believe an article by 20 plus women when the Freedom of Information Act has said the opposite, that nobody ever went to the police, there was no investigation done, well then any logical person or a person with half a brain would question the Guardian article. And that's all we're doing. And when you do question the Guardian article and you look at it, it has more holes, as someone said, has more holes than Swiss cheese. And that's the reality of the situation. Okay? So we leave it there. And justice for all Noels, says Disaster Area. Please do not contact William, who let him implicate himself by himself in peace. Exactly. And I swear, I'm not messing, right? I don't care how well I know yous, right? How well we get on. If I see anybody go to his account, yeah, that happens to be part of this channel, you're done. You're done. Simple as that, okay? So I want to make that clear before we end this stream. Anybody from this channel that's in the chat, right, or anybody that I know on Twitter or anything goes anywhere near him, you are permanently banned from this channel, and that'll be it, right? This is not about, you know, this stream was just to call him out for his nonsense, right? For sending drama my way, right? And I know what he's probably like on Twitter now. He's probably playing the victim as he always does and blaming me, even though he's the one that started it first. Remember that. He's the one that started it by calling me out on Twitter. This is now my response to that. And I'm entitled to respond to anybody out there that criticizes me for covering content on my channel. So therefore, you have no leg to stand on if you go and report this stream. And trust me, YouTube will inform me if it has been reported. And just to let you know, nothing will happen this stream. And if something does happen, it doesn't matter. I will download it and I'll re-upload it on the other channel. It's as simple as that. At the end of the day, you're not going to call me out and think that you're going to get away with it. And that goes for the rest of you, right? You might have think that I've all softened up over the last year and stuff like that. If you come after me or any of my friends, I'm just as vicious as I used to be, right? I'm just a bit more careful on what arguments and what battles I fight. But don't come after me for defending an innocent man. As I said, if you want to be stupid and dumb enough to believe a newspaper article when the Freedom of Information Act contradicts what the article said, then that's fine, fair enough. You believe the media, but don't be coming after me for defending an innocent man, because that's what he is. He's an innocent man. And another thing as well, stop bringing John the White into the conversation as well. As I said, yes, I've had run-ins with him. I don't always agree with his tactics, but this investigation that he has done is probably the most thorough investigation that I've seen. And by the time you read it and you get to the end of it, you are questioning that article. And then to back it up then is that Freedom of Information Act, which you can all access, by the way, right? So you could easily find this out for yourselves, but you are too lazy to go and do the research yourselves, right? You are too lazy to go and do it because, you know, he has to be guilty, doesn't he? He has to be. These 20 women can't lie. Women can't lie is what basically the message that William and others are trying to send to the rest of the community out there, that women do not lie, right? And that don't make up stuff, right? We all do it, right? Men, women, child, they all do it, right? Anyway, if they can't answer and John's questions in his article, then they should shut up. Read it or shut your mouths. Exactly. And that's where I stand on that. Right, anyway. At this point, I'd be happy to eat cardboard. Jeez, I'll put something on for you then. Ugh. Now I have to sort out my feminist wife and put some food in her belly. So with that said, I'm going to leave. And yes, my wife is feminist. It is not a shock. I'm actually married to a feminist, but I hate women, apparently. No, I just hate fucking idiots that come out and lie. And I just hate radical feminists out there that are trying to make men out to be these evil human beings that, you know, should be punished for past acts of our predecessors or our ancestors. Oh, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to sort out the lefty wife now, as she calls herself, and I'm going to have me chicken. So I'll say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember, as I said, this was just me responding to the stupidity on Twitter. And as I said, don't interfere in my business, and I won't interfere in yours. And if you're not going to come onto the stream to back up your point of view, well, then I suggest you shut up. And that goes for you, Andrew, and every other idiot out there that believes the Guardian newspaper. Yeah? If you aren't going to back it up, then shut up. Anyway, see you later. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend and all of that. And I'll see you soon. Bye.